I want to try to do a little repair here on my air hose. This is my air hose reel that's right here by the door. Now this is one of those El Cheapos, come from Harbor Freight, and they're actually really good units. It's lasted a pretty good while, but you can see the hose is just gone. Okay, it's really bad quality hose, but I've had this for quite a while, and when I had bought it is when I was in my old shop, and I had it sitting by the door for months and months before I ever even did anything with it. And then I ended up just bringing it down here and mounted it in this shop. So I think it got a little abuse from the sun by being by the big door for a while. You see it's just coming apart. So we're gonna cut it, and I'm gonna repair it using this little guy right here. Now these are great. These are made by Foster, and they're reusable hose ends. So you have two pieces there, and they do make these in all different sizes and configure different sizes for different size hose. And I'm thinking that this hose is going to be a little bit big for this one, but I'm hoping that I can get it to go on there. So basically you thread one on, and then you have this other male thread, and then you screw it to the inside, and you basically just screw it all the way together, and it tightens up and presses on the inside. And that's for both pieces. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this hose, and I'm going to do it behind this because this was where another repair I had already tried to make that it cracked right there. Okay, and then this is just a little stopper. I'll have to remove this and then clamp it back around the hose. I think this hose is actually a little bit bigger on the OD than what I need for these type fittings. Like I said, they make these in different sizes. Like this is for a D7. That's the size right there. But I'm going to see if I can squeeze it on there. It's going to be fussy with me. So that's it's a left-handed thread. I need to go and get me a wrench because it's tight. I use a little WD-40 to hope that it'll get it on there. So we need a 3/4 wrench. Okay, all right, yeah, we got her. It's on there now. Just screw it all the way up to the shoulder inside. And I'm going to take this piece, put just a little bit of go juice on the end of that, and that's going to swell the inside of the hose. And that's a different size, ain't it? No, that's 3/4. I do need another 3/4 wrench. Let's just put it in the vise here. That thing's getting tight. There we go. There it is. And you can see it's trying to tear that air hose there, so I don't know how well of a fix this is. Really what I need to do is just replace this, but it's been leaking and I'm tired of hearing that hissing, so this is sort of like a temporary fix for now until I get this I've got another one of these air hoses in the shed that's never been out of the box, so I want to pull it out and just mount it up there. So I'm going to go turn the air on and see if this thing holds. All right, we got air pressure. Where is, here, it is over here. Okay. So there's a quick, easy way to fix your air hoses that you might get a chip, burns a hole in, or it gets cracked, or whatever. Just buy these Foster reusable ends. Got a quick little project to do here in the shop today. You got this little guy right here. You got this cast housing, and then this is a cutter blade, and they want it bored so that this will lightly press in there. Okay, so pretty simple job. It's just lathe job for me. So I'm going to go down there to the 4-jaw chuck, and we're going to chuck this, get it indicated, and then bore it for that press fit. Try to give it between probably thousandths press fit or so. So let's go take care of it. Okay, I got the jaw set about where I want them. All right, just get it snugged up there. So what I'll start with is the face. All right, I'm going to have to move this in. We'll turn that around for you. Hopefully you guys can see that. I try to get you a little closer than what I normally do. I'll get there eventually, I guess. 5 thousandths there that I just want to screw with me. Okay, I've got it pretty well even. 180 out on the jaws. So like that's about 21 and a half. That's about 22. And that would be around, that's 24 and a half. And that one's 25, okay? So it's pretty close. We'll go ahead, and what I'll do is I'm going to use my ID attachment. Still having people ask me about this. You can buy this from Starrett. and it is the number 670B, I believe. They have A and a B, two different lengths. The B is the longer one, A is the shorter one. Okay, got quite a bit to move there, so I'll probably have to go back to the face and check it again. So we're high on the inside. You gotta think differently. We're doing the inside, okay? The way I'm indicating this. So that's your low. That's your low. So you want to push it that way. So this being your high on the indicator, I want to back this one out and push this one in. Okay, see it? We're going to back that one out, and we're going to push that one in. Keep working it. That's your high, so back it out. Low, push that one in. And on a piece like this, I'm going to try to be real careful not to distort it, but have enough pressure there where it's not going to move on us. It's going to stay in place. All right, now we're going to go to our other two jaws. It's not perfectly round, so we're going to even them up. Okay, that's pretty close. So all right, we're going to go back to the face now. Okay, let's see. About 7. Ooh, that's close right there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's all it took. So I'm going to put the ID attachment back on. I'm going to go back to the bore here and check it again, and we should be good to go. I'm doing a little bit more loosening than I am tightening because I'm trying to make sure that I don't distort it, and I want it to stay round whenever I unchuck it. So we don't have a whole lot of clamping pressure on this, but I know that we got enough. We shouldn't have to worry about it coming out. And that's all by feel, guys. You just have to get familiar with it and know how much torque it's going to take. If I was really distorting it, you'd see that needle moving around more than it is. Okay, so we're within about a thousandths of being in the center of this previously machined bore here. And I think we're going to leave it right about here. That looks good enough for me. Let's get the lathe going. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and we'll get a tool set up and we'll start boring it. Well, while we're on the subject of some indicating, let's do a little bit more. I still had the lathe set up from that last job I just did. What was I doing? I was threading something. I can't even remember what it was now. Oh, it was that rod eye. Okay. Y'all haven't seen that yet. I don't think you have. Alright, so this is how I like to do my tool posts, and there's a reason why I like doing this. I do a lot of threading and grooving, especially at work, you know, where I'm working on the hydraulic stuff, and I like my tools to be perfectly square, perpendicular to the work. Whenever you're not doing a bunch of that, you're just doing turning and just regular general stuff, squaring it up on the chuck or with a square butt or something like that is perfectly fine. I just like to make sure that those tools and those inserts, when I come in and touch that diameter, it's square all the way across the face of it. So I like to bump mine around with the indicator here on the tool holder. So let me use our little mallet here again. Just try to get it square from end to end there. You see that tool ain't completely flat, but that's pretty close right there. So that's on 19. Looks like I went a little too far. Not far enough, actually. Okay, 20. Okay, that's close enough right there. That's pretty square. All right, there we go. So the OD of the blade that we're going to press in there, where I mic'd it, was 3.608 and a half, I believe. So we got about, what is that, 140, right around 140 thousandths. We got to bore out of there. Let's go ahead, we're going to get a stop set on that back shoulder there. Use this nice little, this is that boring bar that Eric Skinner gave me. Set a 0 over here with this mag back indicator. Go ahead and get our shoulder length set here to 0. Right there. I'm going to use this magnetic back indicator on the ways. Alright. Let's touch the bore. Let's try about 50. That's a 5,000 feed rate right there, and running 319 RPM. Take another 50. So we know we got about 30 there to come out. I think I'll do we're gonna get in there a little closer, so let's do a 25 thousandths cut, and then we'll have a couple little finish passes to make. I'm gonna go round up some mics. All right, I'll show you a couple tools you can use right here. So you've got just enough room that you could use your telescope gauge, which is what I like to use because it's the easiest. I like to pivot mine on the bottom. Once I get it centered, pivot it, pop the top side out. And I want to finish this at 3.607. And we're at 593. All right, so I've got my inside mic set up also. Come in here and check it with the you can use the inside mic. It's a little harder with an inside mic, a little more fidgety. I'm getting the same exact measurement though, so you can use either or. And you see this one is off. I'm off a thousandths on the inside mic. So anytime you use an inside mic, it's best to use your mic on top of it. You use it as a transfer tool. That's what I always do. So it's just touching there on that anvil. All right, so we got 593. So that's 5, 6, 7. 14 thousandths. I'm gonna take 5 and let this thing kind of equalize on the pressure here. And I'm going to give it a quick check. Got 8 thousandths come out. I'm going to take another 5. One, 2, 3. All right, we're right there at it now. So looks like everything kind of equalized, and we're going to take 3 thousandths, and then hopefully that'll be our finished cut. Let's see how we did. Okay, well, we got it there. Looks like I'm a couple tenths over. but I give myself 1/1000. Okay, 607 and 4/10. All right, we did pretty good. So let me change this tool out. We're going to put a chamfering tool in there and break this edge. All right, we'll get this thing out. I'm going to go ahead and press that ring in there. All right, let's go press it in. Okay, there it is. All right, guys, well, that's it. That's a pretty simple little job for me to do right here, and it's always nice being able to show you some of this stuff, because from the comments that I get from everybody is that you guys are learning from watching even the simplest little jobs, how to properly set up forge awl and indicate, and using the tools and things like that. So first job, I got to use the nylon tip hammer from Monarch that Mark sent me, and I told you those are really nice hammers, and it's going to be well used around here. But so this is done. We did we fixed the air hose a little bit ago, so I think that's going to be good for this week's S&S. And I've been working on the other video series for the hydraulic rod end. Going to be a few of those, so I've been working on them. Going to bring it to you, and I really hope real soon I can go ahead and get started on this the parking attachment for the K&T. I know a lot of guys are still waiting on that, and I'm waiting on it myself to have the opportunity to go ahead and get started on it, and I hope to here very soon. So, all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Okay.